Thanks, Annie. We're checking in with Mike Yawney. He's on location today with very sharp knives. So we're very concerned about Mike's safety. He has broken his leg. He has injured his back and neck. You have a thumb injury right now, all work-related, Michael. So please be careful.
I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm not sure what you're alluding to. I have been injured a few times on remote, but yeah, this one's not, okay, my black thumb, which is really pretty for TV.
Right.
Technically not from a remote. This was a 12 Days of Gadget Guy giveaway, and I was moving one of the big prizes into an office, and it just happened to get slammed into the door. I guess technically it worked.
I think, yeah, and I think our health and safety people are
Yes, be
giving very
careful.
close attention. Careful with the sharp objects.
I'm going to be very careful. Yes, Steve Lapine with the SAIT Culinary Campus warned me this morning. We are working with sharp knives. Take our time, and he said, yes. And then said #1 rule: no stabbing the knife into the cutting board.
No, we don't want that. Yeah,
No.
we want to make sure you leave here safe. Okay.
With all my digits.
Absolutely.
These are the
With
money
all,
makers.
all the fingertips, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so first of all, we should know how to hold a knife properly.
Absolutely.
And you actually took me by surprise because I thought for
Yes.
sure you hold it like this. But you said pick up the knife. And I
No.
said, okay, I'd be cut like this. And you said, wrong.
That's probably what you learned from Mom. At least
Okay.
that's what I learned from my mom originally. But it's
Mom?
not the proper way. Sorry, Mom. Don't need to throw you under the bus there. So what we want to do to hold this knife properly, essentially, if you kind of hold your thumb and your index finger just above the handle.
Okay.
Okay. And above that with your other three fingers, what you're going to do is grip the handle of.
What?
Okay. And the reason why we want to do this is because we're going to have more control on the knife, right? So you can imagine if we held the knife like this, there's not a lot of control. We're kind of flopping all over the place there.
Right.
But by gripping up on it, I have more control. When I have more control, there's less chance a cut's going to occur to your hands.
Now that you say that, you're right.
Yeah.
It does feel good, but I feel worried that I'm going to pinch something down there.
No,
or cut
it'll be
something
fine.
down there.
Yeah, you're totally safe that way. You want to make sure the fingers are kind of tucked back just the way you have it there.
Okay,
That looks good. And then what we're going to do then after this is we want to incorporate our left hand. So before we do this, I suggest we should really kind of practice with our left hand, just getting the feel of how our hand placement should be. Okay. So ideally what I'm kind of doing here is I'm pretending I'm kind of grabbing a golf ball.
Okay.
And I'm kind of giving the cutting board a kind of a back scratch if you want to play like that.
Okay.
And the reason for that is I want my nails tucked back. Okay, if they're sticking out like this, guess what? I'm going to be going off to the hospital, yeah. So by tucking it back here, I'm in total control, I'm going to be safe. Once I get, this kind of technique good, I'm going to kind of come back with my knife here, and just in a rotation like this, what we're going to do is essentially just kind of do a sliding motion, and then I kind of essentially bring back the tip of the knife.
So your knife really isn't leaving the
never
board.
leaves the board. Yeah, exactly. It stays on contact with the board the whole time. Once I start to feel comfortable with this, then I'm going to incorporate my left hand. Now it's important that I don't bring the knife big up like this, right? And cut down, because it doesn't matter what your guard you have, you're going to cut yourself.
Right.
So what we want to do is essentially with the little part of your middle finger knuckle, I'm going to place against the blade, in the middle of the blade of the knife. And just with very small cuts just to start, very slow, I'm just going to get this motion to kind of feel the technique that I'm looking for. Wow, that looks excellent,
I like
Mike.
that.
You're looking natural.
Hey.
Okay.
Good
Excellent.
at something, at least.
So, and again, we want to practice this a little bit, okay? It's
Right.
not something, okay, well, we've done this for 30 seconds, let's throw, carrot in. No, you want to really get the motion of this, because ideally when you're cutting here, you want to make sure that, again, your fingernails are tucked back. There's nothing in place where you're going to injure yourself.
Okay. So maybe Chef Lapine will trust me with an actual onion or something next time we chat.
Absolutely.
But who knew the proper way to hold Lisa Chef's knife, you guys? Like that.
Yeah.
Certainly I didn't.
You know what?
I'm still nervous.
I don't think I hold it correctly, so.
I'm still nervous for Michael. Look at my body language. That's how nervous I am.
Good advice for everyone,
Yeah.
at least. Let's hope it all ends up okay. And